Planet Hank Live Show. The greatest goddamn podcast that you ever gonna watch. It's not even close. You already know it. Get your asses up. Get in the live. Get in this motherfucker. Let everybody know you're in here. Yo, we drinking coffee this morning. It's kind of cold out. It's rainy. It's gross. It's dank out. Nobody wants to be outside today. My old man keeps bitching at me to come and put on a roof on his goddamn chicken coop. Like, are you kidding me, bro? I'm not roofing in the rain. What am I, fucking 13 years old? It's not happening. Planet Hank Live, the greatest podcast ever. Who's first in the building? If you're first, oh, Susan Scrubble Hubble. We got Jack Shady Grady, baby. Jack Grady. Oh, we got Planet Hank up in this motherfucker this morning. Of course. Where the hell is my link? Huh? So, we were supposed to have a couple people on fucking bitching and moaning this morning. Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Literally, where the hell are they at? She goes, what kind of farmer doesn't roof in the raining? Bro, I don't know. I'm the over 40 farming type because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Not for me. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. You ever said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We were popping off last night, going wild, doing the goddamn thing outside, doing the Brattleboro News Patrol. I know you motherfuckers been watching them news patrols. I want to make an announcement that the Planet Hank Brattleboro News, as always, has a wonderful new YouTube channel that you all should be subscribed to. I don't know why you're not. If you're not subscribed to it, then you're 100% wrong, okay? You're wrong. You should be subscribed. You should be on the news. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Where you at? Where my link at? Where my link at? Big shout out to Scott Burt, Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame, Police Gazette, Tyler Johnston. She goes, I subscribed. I subscribed. You better have subscribed. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Elena Hubble, big shout out to Scrubble Hubble. Little Goatsy in the building. What's up, little Goatsy? What is up? Boom. Is this it? No, this is not it. Sorry, excuse me. I am trying to find... Not now. My thing ain't working. Channel. Oh, well. She said, gang, 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 gang out there. Now, this point in the stream, what we do is we share it. We copy the link. We share it up. We do our thing. Share it into your stories. First of all, what is wrong with you people? You know what I mean? We're sharing it into our stories. Facebook, Instagram, the Brattleboro News. I'm going to share it up into the greatest group on Facebook. The Planet Hank Locker Room, the most wonderful locker room ever. It's a group where we basically get to just do whatever we want. We bully each other. We make fun of Susan in there. We talk about BKFC. We talk about the Brattleboro News. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it, sharing it, sharing it, sharing it. I shared it into a bunch of groups. I'm sharing it in all these groups. Okay? But what I need from you guys is to share it. Tag some people, too. If you're just getting in here, if you just figured out who I am, I'm Hank. I'm Planet Hank, the most wonderful boy ever. I've been going around making the Brattleboro News. Last night, in the Brattleboro News live patrol, you can find my live Brattleboro News night crawling patrols all over the motherfucking internet, okay? I gotta tag Ryan Perez up in this motherfucker. He just messaged me. He's all scared. There we go. I'm tagging people. She goes, we love Hank. That's because I'm the goat. And you are big goatsy and little goatsy. Okay? The Goat Squad. I don't know what is going on with my YouTube over here. YouTube is acting up, acting crazy. So last night during the Brattleboro News live patrol, they had it was an overdose. I felt so bad for these people. I felt so bad for this woman. We had Brattleboro fire trucks pulled up. We had police pull up. It was in the Harmony parking lot. Go figure. And there was a bunch of people standing around talking about what had happened and everything else. And I felt kind of bad for the female. She was down on the ground. They administered Narcan, and they brought her back to life. They saved her life. When the first responders left, I was like, man, you guys did a wonderful job saving this female's life. They literally saved her life, brought her back, and then she woke up and she was mad. She was mad at them. She was like, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Blah, blah, blah. What is wrong with you? No, I do not want to go to the hospital. All this. It was terrible. It kind of like pissed me off, but it made me sad because all the responders were like, man, you know what I mean? They do what they do. They Narcan them, give her oxygen, clear her throat, do the CPR, whatever they were doing. I stood back a little bit. And then she was up, angry, and fucking stormed off, back away with all of her friends. Like, bro, back behind this building, TJ Buckley's, where they all hang out back there, probably fucking doing dope. You know what I mean? He goes, ready to drink the blood. Shady Grady, you ready to drink the blood? All right, bro. I'll let you in. I will let Shady Grady in if you're ready to drink the blood. You want to drink some blood? Let's see what I can come up with. Shady. Where are we at? Why doesn't this work? Everything's not working. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? The Planet Hank live show. So I've been running the Brattleboro News. I got a chance to get comments about the overdose from Patrol Sergeant Hamilton. It was very funny. As I was talking to him last night, he told me that the Brattleboro police had put all the comments of all of us completely trolling him. All right, so on the clip where we had Courtney, let me pull that up. We had Courtney walking the line and doing her thing. They posted out all the... Yeah, it's this one. Let me open the clip. I'm going to play the clip. She goes, first responders know what's up. She can cry and whine, but she's alive. Facts. Yeah, so basically the Brattleboro police had... printed out, old school printed out on paper, all of the funny comments that people are putting on Facebook about Patrol Sergeant Hamilton. He's their boss, and they put all the comments and put them all on his desk because while he was doing the clip, he was rubbing his nose like this, going, and then so people are like, what the hell? He's the one on coke. He's the one who's doing drugs, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Let's play the clip.
Breaking news.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com. I'm here outside Goozer's Market off Canal Street in downtown Brattleboro, where police found a female driver slumped over behind the wheel of her minivan about 1:30 a.m. on April 21st. The officer was conducting a routine patrol around town when he came across the female driver and was worried for her safety. So he pulled over, he tapped on the window, woke the woman up. She seemed a little dumbfounded that an officer was waking her up.
Morning. You okay? You want to run down for a second? Okay.
The officer asked a few questions and ultimately got her out of the vehicle and conducted some field sobriety tests. He made her walk the line, he checked her eyes with a flashlight and a pen, and he made her hold her foot up and count.
Get 9 steps right back. All right. Hands at your sides. Okay.
Oh my god. I can't do it. I can't do it.
She ultimately passed the field sobriety test as far as the officer was concerned, and he did not think that she was under the influence of alcohol and operating a vehicle, but he was suspicious of something that he might find inside the vehicle. He asked for consent to search the vehicle, which she denied.
He conducted field sobriety tests with the woman. He was not able to show that she was impaired. The tests are not for alcohol. The tests are for impairment on alcohol or another drug.
The officer was convinced he had probable cause to impound the vehicle and request a search warrant to search the vehicle at a later date. The officer asked for consent to search her person, which she gave, and they were able to find a small amount of crack cocaine in her possession.
She take something?
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're correct.
So last night,
Here we go.
Officer Wild was on patrol on Canal Street. Found a woman in a vehicle that he was concerned was having a medical emergency. Summoned other officers to the scene. In the process of checking on the woman, discovered evidence in the vehicle that maybe there was contraband in the vehicle.
Yo, so during that part where he was rubbing his nose and everything, everybody wrote down underneath in the comments that basically he's the one. He took the drugs. He's sniffing the coke. So the other police saw the comments on Facebook trolling him. So what I get from this is, yo, we better troll that boy. We better troll that boy a lot. Okay. So when you see him, Patrol Sergeant Hamilton, make sure you put some funny comments under there. But so everybody's saying that he was the one doing the drugs and he took the drugs. They printed out the comments and put them all over his desk, trolling him and laughing at him, teasing him in the office, which I thought was absolutely fucking hilarious, bro. I was like dead, bro. We did it. We did it. The Brattleboro News, the greatest newscast in the history of Vermont, Brattleboro, New England, all of the above. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. Let's see what's going on. He goes, oh my God, Ryan Perez, get out of here. Let's get some goddamn fucking guests on the show today. I keep trying to invite people. Let's see if it'll work here. The Planet Hank live show. We got the greatest. Why do my names not pop up anymore? I keep trying to get the names of people to pop up, and they are not popping up. I blame you, Facebook. I blame everybody. Let's see what happens. I sent a couple links, so let me more forward. Here we go. There we go. I'll send it there. Let me see. Here we go. I can send some links out. I'm trying to get some guests on the show today. I wouldn't mind having a chat with a couple people. I've been meaning to do a few things, having a few laughs. if you would be an absolute badass, please share this up. Allow everybody to know that we're in here. She goes, it's not my fault, Hank. It's not my fault. Big shout out to Justin Sims. Big shout out to Jeff Bush. Yo! As always, shout out to my sponsors, everybody who supports me, really, but mainly these sponsors, because the sponsors make it possible for me to do all this stupid shit. Makes the Brattleboro News possible. My sponsors bought me this radio. Morgan Scott says, I would love to meet you sometime. You are absolutely hilarious. Let's do it. He goes, this show is going to revolutionize the Brattleboro tourist in... I agree. This is going to make Brattleboro lit. Okay, so we got our first guest, my boy coming all the way down from Florida. Okay, we got Panama Lewis from Florida. What up?
What up?
Yo, check that hat out, bro. You got the... Oh, man, now I'm jealous. Hold up. Oh, I got to get mine on with you, bro. We gotta rock out like that.
You know it.
How's Florida?
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's all right down there. You know what I mean? But it ain't no Brattleboro. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm in South Beach right now. I'll go find you a Brattleboro junkie real quick.
Yo, bro. Why you gotta try to up us like that, bro? The Brattleboro.
Oh no, they're out here. They're out here.
Yo.
I'm actually with the champ.
Yo, the champ. What up, Bryce? What up?
What's up, my guy? What's up?
How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
What are y'all doing? Y'all shopping, cruising around?
No, I'm just the greatest manager alive, getting him paid sparring, you know.
Oh, paid sparring. Okay,
Yeah.
Who you sparring?
So, a pro boxer, he's like 13-2 or some shit.
Oh boy, about to be 13-3 after today's sparring session.
Yeah, I don't actually. What happened was we came out here, and hold on, this shit passed. We came out here to get sparring, and as soon as they saw who it was, they just paid us and told us to go home.
No way! Shut the fuck up.
I'm lying now. I promise you. We drove to South Beach. We drove to South Beach to spar. We got there and they saw who it was, and they just paid us and sent us home.
How, bro? How? That's not fair. He got that jab and that footwork.
That's what happens with fucking Bryce. That's been Bryce's life story in boxing and in combat sports. Everybody want to fight him until it comes time to fight him.
So tell me about Conor McGregor. Make maybe some Conor comments. What do you think Conor's going to do? Can he wave a magic wand? Does he have Obama's...
Conor already did what he was going to do. He paid for that show.
He paid for the show. What and so what do you think he'll do? You think he'll get us better fighters, or do you think that he'll pay the fighters we have and maybe we'll get better matchups?
We're staying broke, Hank. We're staying broke, Hank. That's what Bryce said. We're staying broke.
We're staying broke, Hank.
Honestly, if you really want my honest opinion, what I think happened was, I think the UFC just had that lawsuit where they paid the $300 million or whatever out for the fighters bullshit. So I think they're low key in bed with BKFC now, and they can't buy them up. So they'll put a face in front of them, which is Conor McGregor, and then that's a sister company to the bigger company, and then it's privately a private company, so they don't have to give the information out. So I think it's just a cover up for someone else buying in. Yeah, that's what I think.
So Big Dana is fucking slapping the Conor dick down on BKFC. Sent him a little video here and there. Had the Roadhouse song.
Because bro, let's be real. If you're let's go across the street, bitch. It's fucking weird. Let's be real. If you're just Conor McGregor is about to fight again in what BK and UFC 303 or something, right?
Yep.
So supposedly. you think Dana White, one of the best promoters in history, is gonna let his guy who's about to fight on the card go promote an opposing promotion without him being involved?
That's true. It's true. He can't really promote against himself. That doesn't make any sense.
But he's allowing him to, because now he's a partner. He's like, oh, I'm a part owner and this and that. So if he's allowing Conor's draw eyes to BKFC when he knows he has a fight on the 303 card, like, he has to be involved. Like, there's no way he got a contract from Dana and was able to get a deal with Dave without Dana knowing what time it was.
So, what do you, come on, any changes? There's got to be some changes. What's the Connor effect going to be? Is there going to be any effect, or do you think it's more of the same?
I think it's more of the same, man. Honestly, like, I think it's just what is he going to do to change the game for us? Bring more eyes? Okay, that's cool. But what else?
I was hoping that what he would do was fire every single fighter on the whole roster and get us all brand new UFC fighters in there. Come on.
I mean, I think honestly, if you look at the fights from Knucklemania, the best fights were the nobodies.
Yes, they were the nobodies. The fucking Jordan and David Diaz. I was like, wow, that fight was awesome.
Yeah, the Drew Anglecore and a war fight was good.
A great fight too. Drew Anglecore, that shit was very close. Boy, sliced it out by the skin of his teeth, bro. I was like,
for sure.
They would save my parlay, but then all the big boys quit, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, all the big ballers fucked my parlay too.
Well, no doubt. You got any news about Bryce Henry for us?
I mean,
what's up with Tony Soto?
You tell me. I don't know. He's on the internet talking about he wants to fight. Where's his contract? But he was the first one talking about I'm not fighting in Miami.
Yeah, and so what about a big name? I mean, what about a Connor name? Come on, we need a Connor fighter. Bryce versus fucking who? Eddie Alvarez?
The thing is, this is an old story, but like when I was moving Gogo in BKFC, I chased the whole Mike Perry tail, right? And I reached out to
Bryce versus Mike Perry.
It'll never happen because I reached out to first round management, and when Gogo was on top and it made sense, same weight class, same everything, I was told what does fighting Gogo benefit Mike at all? It doesn't. There's nothing in it for him. Yeah. So they'll never take a fight.
They want followers.
Right. I tried to get Bryce to fight.
Look at him in the back.
I try to get him to fight. What was his name? Palomino.
Burger King crown.
Yeah, we're practicing for Soto's crown.
Oh, show us Bryce with the Burger King crown on. Yo, yes, sir. You look good with that, bro. Please don't tell me you don't work at Burger King.
This nigga
here. Yo, what's up with all the BKFC fighters working at DoorDash? You think there's any chance that Connor buys into DoorDash? We could call it Mick DoorDash. Motherfucker, you get a contract and you automatically get to dash some food. You know what I mean? Supplement that, you know what I'm saying, that income.
I made a comment a while ago, and I said that bare knuckle as a whole is the only sport where their world champions have to work 9 to 5s.
Yo, what's up with that, man? I got a picture here. Let me go ahead and put this picture in. We got a picture of Christine Ferreira door-dashing. Why was Ferreira door-dashing, bro? You think that's dirty of me to throw that up?
What you mean? I'll tell you right now. Jomi's fighting for a world title. He's like a blue check star fucking Uber driver. What do you mean?
Yo, he's an Uber driver. I guarantee he's got some Persian music in there. Does he have those little beads hanging down from the ceiling and shit?
He's not Persian. He's fucking Dominican.
Yeah.
He's Dominican with a great long mane of hair. That's all that is.
Imagine that boy with his. Oh my God.
No, the best is watching him try to convince me that he's going to sell tickets for his bare knuckle fight doing Uber. That's the best.
Yeah, I don't think so. Jomi 2 times. Come on.
So, but that's the reality. That's the reality of the sport, man. LA leaked those purses, right? They said the prices of what people are making. If you're not a needle mover, if you're not an ex-UFC guy, you're not getting the bag. It's that simple.
So I think that there could be 2 things the Connor money could bring us. So could the Connor money bring us way more old UFC fighters, like something fancy names, people with followings like that? Or, could they give us what we actually have asked for the whole time, which is, bro, can we get all the fighters at BKFC that kick ass like Bryce and get them all matched up with the people we want? Imagine if we had all the matchups of all the actual roster fighters that we actually wanted, because they always act broke about it. But so if they had a little extra money, maybe we could throw that up and get some real matchups in there, because I don't think that the sport's bad, but come on, Knucklemania was...
I don't think that happens until they have like a television deal, right? Because until they got someone paying for the entire show, like a television network, where the network is selling commercials and all that bullshit, they're not going to be able to afford that. It's just how it is.
Champ. Here's the champ, Ferreira. She looks mad as hell. Heather Hardy dropped out of her fight. There she is in the center. Look at her, and she's door dashing. Look at you.
That's fucked.
Yeah. So, all right, boys, give me a Brattleboro News check-in. Give a shout-out to the Brattleboro News.
Brattleboro News, the only place where every night you'll find another junkie.
Oh! Yo! You had to do the news like that, bro. That's the check-in for my boy. Oh, man.
Oh, here you go. Brattleboro News, where all the cops are friendly.
The cops are very friendly in Brattleboro, bro.
I've noticed that DUI check on that chick. That was like that was the nicest DUI check ever. You would have stumbled twice in Miami. You would have stumbled twice in Miami. You should have been on her fucking floor on her face.
Yes. All right, gentlemen. Yo, Bryce Henry, always great to see you, bro. Champ, you're the uncrowned champ. You got the Burger King crown, though. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah,
bro.
Listen, all we want, we don't even care about the belt. When we beat up Soto, all we want is his crown that he wears out to the ring. You got to give that up. You got to hand it over to the king.
And you got to stop calling yourself the king of the Carolinas, bro. Stop.
That's it. He was dethroned.
Later, we got Panama Lewis, Ryan Perez, Slaughterhouse Boxing, Bryce Henry. Yo, thanks for checking in.
For sure.
Yo. Bro, I love having guests on like that. Had me dead. Yo, I love that Brattleboro News check-in. We got the Brattleboro News crew out here. The greatest goddamn news in the history of the news. The best news ever. And everybody knows it. You already know it. I know it. Let's check in with another wonderful news story coming all the way from the greatest town ever. Like I said before, we do not want to make it seem like blah, blah, blah. These are news stories that you cannot, everybody cannot enjoy. These are stories everybody can enjoy, okay? This is for everybody to enjoy these stories. Brattleboro is for all of you, okay? Brattleboro is everybody's town. We are all Brattleboro. It is something that I want, I truly want for this show, the Brattleboro News, the police, everybody watching all my content across all platforms, is that we all enjoy Brattleboro News. Like when you watch Cops in the 90s. We watched Cops. It was dope. Everybody was in there. We all, it didn't have to be from your town. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'm not from there, so why do I care? Because these news stories are a representation of policing today. What's going on in this country? What's going on as far as news? What's going on as far as everything, okay? This shows what first responders are like across the board. So, again, I'm going to show the clip, let you guys all make up your minds, and then we will all comment.
Breaking news.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com. I'm here on Western Ave just after midnight where there was a very severe accident. A female driver driving a BMW headed west on Western Ave struck a parked car at a high rate of speed. This happened right in the curve on Western Ave near the park. It looks like the female driver drove straight across the road, failing to make the curve, and struck the parked car head on. Both cars look to be totaled.
Look at that, Hank, response time.
Is this your car?
No, we were just coming to see if anybody needed help.
Is there somebody in that?
Just coming to see if somebody needed help.
There is a person in there.
Dispatch 2223 as well.
Hello?
Those screams had me heartbroken.
Oh no.
You just walk up as well.
Yeah.
I have one female in the car, and she's complaining about back pain.
Brattleboro police officer Cody Evans was the first responder on the scene.
And that's
He
Cody
approached
Johnson, by the
vehicle
way.
and identified that there was a female driver still in the vehicle, hunched over. He immediately made his way around to the passenger side door where he opened it up, made contact with the woman and asked her if she had any injuries and consoled her. He called in to local EMS and paramedics that there was one female complaining of back pain in the vehicle. Brattleboro Fire and EMS showed up shortly after and took over the scene. They ended up having to take the female out of the back right door of the car because her vehicle was pushed up against a sign and they could not open her driver's side door.
Gigi Edwards.
They brought her out very carefully, put her on a stretcher, and brought her into the ambulance where they took her to Brattleboro Memorial Hospital to be checked out for injuries. Brattleboro police ended up blocking off Western Ave on both sides of the accident. The first responders brought one fire truck,
Mash up those
two
hearts.
ambulances, and two police cars to deal with this scene. The Brattleboro Fire Department performed inspections on the vehicles and poured some sand on some spilt gasoline and deemed the vehicles safe for the first responders, EMS, and tow companies to work with. The owners of the parked car lived across the street on Western Ave, and they came outside when they noticed that the police and fire trucks were out. They were shocked that their car had been hit and totaled, but they were very concerned for the female driver and were hoping that she was okay. It's unclear what caused the accident or if there are any severe injuries or not. We're all hoping that the female driver is okay or can make a complete recovery. I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com.
Man, that story was wild, I'll tell you. And as I always do, I get a chance to give you guys some goodies afterwards because I know everybody wants to hear the goodies about a story like that. So obviously it was a tragic accident. The woman hit that parked car. It's like, all right, I have two different theories. And I said one of them in the actual video about, okay, so it's coming up a hill and there's a curve. So right where it happened, there's a curve. So one of our theories was maybe she went straight across the road, failed to make the curve, went straight across and hit a parked car. So instead of turning, she went straight across and hit the parked car. Who knows why? Maybe she was messing with her cell phone. Maybe she dropped something real quick. We have no idea. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes you look down and look up and smash, you know? The other thing, the other little theory that I came up with after being over there and taking a peek was as you come up Green Street headed towards Western Ave, man, we have this weird Y intersection. So Western Ave goes down like this and curves. Now, there is an intersection with Green Street where it goes to a Y. And if you're not from Brattleboro, you may, in the middle of the night, so as you're driving west up Green Street, if you're going kind of fast, you may miss the paint on the ground, okay? And maybe somebody was coming down Western Ave and went around the curve in front of her, and she panicked and jerked the wheel to the left and couldn't get out of the way and hit that parked car. It sort of happened once I sort of put that together in my head after a little while of thinking about it. She could have come up Green Street, and instead of stopping, because it's very unclear of what you're supposed to do. There's not a traditional stop sign there. It's like painted on the ground, and you sort of have to know where you're at, what you're doing for that to make sense. So she could have like got up to where she was supposed to stop and went right through it. And then the car came down trying to go down Western Ave, cut her off basically, and bow. you know? And there she goes. Big accident. So I was the first person on the scene because I live right by there. Okay, so I heard the call. I was actually going in for the night, and I was like, man, I'm going to sleep. I'm done. This is super late. I'm done. We didn't get a story, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, I got this call across the scanner about a bunch of fucking chaos on Western Ave. And I was like, God. So I put all my clothes on again and went down there. And I was the first person on the scene. Officer Cody Johnson pulled right up. And just in time for me to get the camera up and watch him run up to the scene. And I initially looked in the vehicle and did not see the person, the woman in the car. She was slumped down, and it looked like when she made impact, she went down into the floorboards of the car. Okay, so she was like down by the pedals, hurt, and I'll tell you, I have bad hearing, and I heard some whimpering. I heard her kind of like screaming, and I started looking around. I was like, what the hell was that? And I looked in the car again, but I did not see her. She was wearing white. The airbags were all deployed, which were white. You could see them in the video. So it was like a real weird situation. So when Cody Johnson got up to the vehicle, he took a better look with a flashlight down on the floorboards and saw her. And good thing. Good thing for that officer, I'll tell you. Because if it was me, I would have been standing there like a dumbass. Like, no, we're good. I don't know where the driver is. And she's down on the floorboards in the goddamn car. Fucking in pain. And I'm just standing there. So he immediately opened the door, all calm. Opened it up. Calm as hell. Called it in. She and he consoled her. He did a really good job consoling her, making her feel better. He like pulled her hair out of her face. It was like all in her nose and mouth. She couldn't breathe right. And he was like, okay, where's the pain? Where does it hurt? And she said her back. And he was like, oh man. And he called it right in. I have one female here and she's complaining of back pain. And right then you can see the paramedics, ambulances, all the emergency services pull up. They did a great job. They put her on a stretcher in the car and brought her out the back right door. Very careful of her back and spine and stuff, and like had her like splinted and stuff. It was pretty awkward to watch him do that. They all worked as a team. The Brattleboro paramedics, EMS, the police, even the tow trucks. Like they came in and made shit happen and got it done. It was pretty quick. Digo Savat says, hi, all. Hello. If you're a new member, if you're just seeing this, make sure you share it, okay? Share it up and tag somebody. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get more people involved with the Brattleboro News. If you've got a news story, you can always hit me up in my DMs. The town has loved this. I'll tell you, the police love the Brattleboro News. The people in the town absolutely love the Brattleboro News. They've been reaching out. My inbox is full of all kinds of new people, new followers. Our insights are way up. I always mention this, but we've got a new YouTube. I really want you guys to subscribe on my YouTube. It means a lot. We've got people all over the internet watching, tuning in. But the YouTube, I just started it 2 days ago, so I'm trying to get enough subscribers because I need 50 subscribers so that I can do the night crawling videos on the new Brattleboro News show, because you can't go live until you have 50 subscribers. So if everybody could get over there, give us a hand, that would be great. And the other thing is, man, my TikTok. The TikTok is firing off. I've been putting all the videos on TikTok. I put one of the reels that I made, the one talking about crack rock the other day. I put that up on TikTok, and bro, we got hella views on that. People are having all kinds of conversations, talking about the, he goes, don't forget to ride along. Yo, I want to get some ride-alongs. So if you are interested in doing a ride-along sometime, having some fun with Brattleboro News, hit me up. We'll come up with something. I'll show you guys what it's all about. I'll show you how to do some night crawling with Planet Hank, how to get that Brattleboro News story. Okay, I got a news story coming out today Chelsea Phelps, good morning. Good morning. She said, subscribe, mofos. Glad to hear, Susan Hubble writes, all the way from Maine, by the way. Glad to hear Brattleboro is embracing your brand of cray-cray. Facts. Edward Shinichi, what up? She goes, what up, Mr. Newsman? See, that's the thing. The Brattleboro News is a worldwide news source. We're giving a lens into a wild situation that everybody can enjoy. I want everybody in on this. I want you all to be able to watch the police. I want you to understand which police officers are the characters. Like, I want you to recognize Patrol Sergeant Hamilton because he's who gives me the statements. He gives me the statement so that the other officers who are younger don't have to say something and maybe get scrutinized at their job. So even if he's not the arresting officer or the main officer on the scene, him or the lieutenant are going to give the statement. So in the news story that I have coming out today, there was an arrest. I got a statement from the lieutenant. I got some neighbors. We got a nasty neighbor. Okay, we have a feud in West Brattleboro that led to an arrest. I got all the juiciest footage. And we have another story that I got last night about a overdose in the Harmony parking lot, which was tragic, and that'll be coming out as well. The Brattleboro News has tons of content that is coming out. He goes, watching the overdose last night, it was terrible. When you watch the live night crawling videos, you get to be there live. It's crazy. Yes, it is. They saved someone's life at Harmony parking lot. And I'll tell you, the Brattleboro police, I was blown away by it, and it made me sad. The Brattleboro police were like, we do this every day. They were like, we Narcan people every single day. We have people who are overdosing here every single day. And so the night before, they had an overdose at McDonald's. One of the McDonald's workers literally overdosed while on the job. They pulled up, Narcaned him, brought him back alive. This motherfucker started working again. He didn't even go home. He overdosed, got the Narcan, woke up, started cleaning the grill again. Straight up. Back to work. Back to work. He goes, shocking what goes on in small towns. Jack Shady Grady, what up? She said an arrest, do tell. So today's video is definitely going to be the arrest video. Nasty neighbors. A feud in West Brattleboro leads to an arrest. So the neighbors were, going wild. They have this harassment situation. Sometimes when you're neighbors, you do not get along, okay? And they don't know what to do. There was some frustration. I got some comments from the lieutenant of the police. I got a comment from the neighbor. A nice old woman, elderly woman. Oh, she's not elderly. That was nasty. She's probably 50. I'm elderly. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. But I got a nice comment from a nice woman in West Brattleboro, and she was fed up. All the neighbors were outside. This one is juicy. This one's a little petty and tabloidy, and exactly what everybody wants to know. Because we're nosy. Okay? We are nosy. We want to hear all the juicy details of the news. Okay? She goes, why can't people just smoke weed? That's what I was trying to tell the people last night, because after the overdose on Harmony, they were like, blah, 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 she wrecked my mellow, man. And they were like, I need a joint. And I was like, that's what y'all need to just do, is smoke a joint. How are you guys going to wake up from overdosing on fentanyl, get Narcan, and then you're mad because they ruin your high? A lot of the people who overdose on fentanyl and heroin and whatnot, when they get Narcan, it blocks the opiates and it ruins their high. It makes it away. It makes them sober. And they get mad about it. They get pissed off that their high is completely ruined because, they want to be super high on opiates. They almost want to be dead. They want to take it as close to death as possible. They want to get as high as they possibly can without actually passing out and dying, and just keep it right at that highness right before they die. That's the optimal amount of dope they want to do. They've got it all measured out usually. So a lot of times when someone gets Narcan, they get mad. They wake up and they're mad because you ruined their high. Then now their night is ruined. You ruined their money. They got to go buy more dope. He goes, addiction is no joke, bro. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. It's one of those things. I felt sad because the woman woke up and she stormed away, mad, screaming and yelling at the first responders, yelling at her boyfriend, everything. I got it all. You're going to get a chance to see it. And you could tell she was like storming off because she wanted the Narcan gone. She wanted it to wear off, and she wanted to get back into that zone where she was, you know, high. And to me, being old school, you know, we used to be like, say you were too drunk, say you were too high to take care of yourself. The police would put you in the drunk tank or bring you to the emergency room and force you to stay there until you were capable of protecting yourself, for caring for yourself. And that's not the case anymore. That is not the case. Now there's a law in Vermont where they cannot do that. They cannot hold you in a drunk tank. They cannot force you to do anything. The only option they have is they can take you to the emergency room. And then I asked the officers, I was like, yeah, is the emergency room capable of handling that? And they were like, not really. If someone goes up there and gets crazy, then all they do is call the police. And the police have to go up there and deal with it again. So it's like, it's really not working out for them on that. He said, yep, it used to be a holding tank for 24 hours. And I really thought with this overdose, I was like, man, she really needs that. If she could sit in there and get put in the holding tank for 24 hours, it would make it, you know, it would give her a break, man. It would force her to have a break. That's what she needed. She needed some water and some food and some sleep. Like, you need to chill out. You don't need to be storming off back behind the parking garage to go try to find your next fix. Like, that was terrible. It made me sad to see it. I could tell all the emergency services, EMS, and the paramedics were like, man, they did all this work panicking to wake her up. And when they wake her up, it was like she started yelling and screaming at them. And then it's like she stormed off. And they're all just standing there like, man, what the hell? So, the Planet Hank Live Show, the greatest news, Brattleboro news podcast. We cover all kinds of different topics and subjects. It's not just the news. It's all kinds of everything. Let's see if we can get ourselves one more topic before we go. Make sure that everybody... Where is it? Make sure that everybody follows my new YouTube channel, Brattleboro News on YouTube. The other thing is make sure that you follow my TikTok. I've been posting my videos on TikTok, and I usually hadn't had much success getting things going on TikTok. But now that this niche of having the Brattleboro News is on there, boy, that's working great. The Brattleboro News is taking off on TikTok. People really love that. So let's see. Man, I lost my little topic. I lost the topic video. Okay, well, I guess that's it. We are going to go back into, you know, Brattleboro News, the greatest goddamn news topic ever. Today we have the arrest for the neighbors, Western Brattleboro feud. That's the video. Make sure you follow me. Check it all out. You know, thanks for watching, everybody. It was a great show.